Hello everyone and welcome to Ultra Art. I am your Ink Master today, and today we will be drawing Super Saiyan 4 Goku with Mastered Ultra Instinct. Now, I will be drawing this in the Shinintani art style, which is used in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Now, personally, this is one of my favorite art styles for Dragon Ball, second to that of Akira Toriyama's. I will be going through step by step at how to ink, color, and do background work in this drawing. Make sure you like and subscribe and support my Patreon for more videos, and make sure to give a comment down below if you want me to draw anything that you have an interest in. Personally, I love drawing comics, mangas, and some background work. So if you have anything on your mind, make sure you leave a comment down below and enjoy the video. Now you see a little square box that's on the head itself. I use that as a visual reference to make sure that I size the head properly. I don't normally do this, but since this is sort of a tutorial video of sorts, I felt it was necessary for you as the audience to get a better perspective of how big, scaling should be on, the head itself, because it's pretty important when you're starting off to make sure you have a good size reference. Now, drawing Saiyan hair, or even hair in Dragon Ball in general, is one of the most fun things I like doing about Dragon Ball art. It's so free, it's fluent, and it's creative. You can make it as spiky as you want, make it as long as you want, and you can really bring a character to life because of it. Super Saiyan 4 is probably one of my favorite transformations of all time. Just as much as Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan Blue has kind of grown on me. Leave a comment down below of your favorite transformations in Dragon Ball. I'd really like to hear what you guys think of. Now, what I'm using right now is a micron pen of, I think it's 0.1 millimeters, a really thin pen to get really nice fine lines on this drawing. Now, I go back and forth kind of in a sketch-like fashion to give more of a textured feel. And some people, they do just straight line work, but since I'm drawing fur, I want to give better textures. But I also go back on the skin parts, which was the pecs and the abs of this character, because in Shinitani's work, it's like a sketch come to life. That's what I love about it so much. It feels so 2D sketch-like, and it's really well drawn, so I really wanted to capture that into this drawing. Now we're going to go on to coloring. Now, coloring can be very difficult for those who start off. It's very intimidating at first. So, my personal advice is to keep calm and, just be patient with it. It does take time to really get down with proper coloring techniques. So, what you're seeing right now is me putting down a pale lavender shade. Now, I do this as sort of as an undertone for the skin colors, the fur, and even the hair, because of the fact that this transformation is very bright and I want a lot of grays to really make other colors pop out. So later, when I add the skin tones and the hair color and the fur color, it's really going to make everything just pop out. Now I'm adding a very light skin tone, which I think it's called eggshell, and I'm using a Copic marker for this one. Now normally I use Prismacolors and Artist Loft. Artist Lofts are a great cheap markers to buy for starters. I personally recommend that you go get them, but they still pale in comparison to, Prismacolor, Copics, and the very high grade alcohol markers. I do like Prismacolors a lot. I feel like they are amazing markers for professionals. Copics are very good for blending, so if any of them companies want to hook me up for some sponsors, I would love to get some more markers coming my way, as I know they're not very cheap to get, and, but the usefulness lasts a long time. So you see that I'm going over with another dark lavender color. Now this one is actually a darker lavender, and I'm using it on the darker spots to highlight the shading. So once I do that, I'll add all the dark colors in on top of it, and then I'll go over the whole sketch completely with the lightest tone, which is that soft eggshell color, so that all of it blends together really nicely. Now, doing Mastered Ultra Instinct hair, you're going to use a lot of grays, a lot of white colors. White's not really a color, but you get what I'm trying to say. The grays really highlight this transformation a lot. It's a very unique transformation in Dragon Ball. Probably one of my favorites. I wouldn't even call it transformation. It's more like a state of being. It's the pinnacle of what, just a being itself can reach the highest level of power. And the colors and everything just highlight that. So you see right now I'm using a darker gray to make everything kind of pop a little bit more. Now with the fur, I'm using more of a warm gray color, just to make it a little bit different from the hair, because if you have the fur color similar to the hair enough, it's going to start mixing together, and it looks like it's just all one piece. And that's something that you really don't want. You want it to be different, and you want it to be two separate pieces and more distinguishable from each other. Now I'm going back over with the pen to add more fur and texture details, and then I'm using Prismacolor color pencils to add more texture and darker shading so it can make the muscles really pop, and just to really emphasize strength and everything. And then I'll go with a white color pencil and I'll go over the hair to make it shine, so that it gives more of a glow feel. And I'll do this along with the fur, and I'll also add a gel pen to really make it shine, and give more reflective coloring on the skin, because skin tends to shine more than actual fur, at least to me. I could be definitely wrong on that one, but it's my personal opinion. Now this is where things get really tricky, because Ultra Instinct's aura is very unique. It's done CGI in the anime, But for artists like us, we gotta improvise and come up with our own ways of coloring it. This is my way of coloring it. It's one of many. I'm still working on it, but it takes a lot of mixing, blending of colors, and just color mapping itself. So when it comes to like this kind of aura, I definitely recommend that you test a lot of different color sets before you actually put it on an actual drawing. Just make sure you get it right. Now, I did use oil pastels for the aura, and I do it a lot for the auras because of the fact it gives more of the fade, flame-like texture, so it makes all the other colors really pop out. And then the background for this kind of aura, I like using darker colors because it really does make every single color pop out that much more. So I'll use blacks, purples, and then I'll mix them together with pastel so that it gives a fade sky texture. And then use some yellow on the moon so that it gives a little bit of a lighting effect. Now I'm going to be going over with a white charcoal color pencil and a gel pen to put down the dots and kind of the steam that comes off of Ultra Instinct's aura to give it that really like powerful glow to it. And we're done. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, leave a comment down below. Support me on Patreon as that helps me greatly. And stay tuned for more videos.